This week on Bump Love, we'll be discussing how to navigate the impact that family, friends, and relatives have on our relationships. Say, when you marry a person, you also marry their community. You now are friends with your husband's friends, and his family now becomes your family.
When we were younger, it was a thing of first hide your relationship because you need to be sure.
People's things.
Also, you need to be sure. You're like, I need to be sure, but you see, you're falling deeper.
People have introduced people home and their family members have had history with them also. So they tell you quickly and say, that one, let me be honest with you.
They night dance. The Bible in Ecclesiastes says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their toil. For if one falls, one will lift up the other. Marriage is never a union between two people, but rather of traditions, of friends, of relatives, of even community. Research has shown that family approval and social support are among the top predictors of marital satisfaction and longevity. I once heard someone say, when you marry a person, you also marry their community. You now are friends with your husband's friends, and his family now becomes your family. So now that we know the impact that family, friends, and relatives have on our relationships, this week on Bump Love, we'll be discussing how to navigate that journey. With me on the show is Pastor Husky. Welcome to the show. Mrs. O, welcome.
Hi.
Mama Boy, welcome. And I remain your host, Manuela Mulondo. So to start off this conversation, when is the right time to introduce your partner to your friends, to your family, to your relatives, to people that you care, to your people? They're like, this is the time. We've dated long enough or short enough. This is the time.
Date number 3.
You'll be counting dates even.
Hey, what if you're not having dates and you're just walking in the park and you're moving on? It's a date.
That is not sitting
Food.
and paying a bill.
Hey, it's
You can take a walk in the
So the third walk.
So if he's not taking you out, then he's cornering you in the
spending time, yes.
As long as you're spending time together.
Investing time, okay, not spending
investing.
time. It's investing his time with you. I think by that time, you introduce and say this person is interested. You don't come and say this is my fiance because you may bring 8 fiancés. Yeah, but say this person is interested and we're spending time together.
For you, you're not interested.
She's
point
being
is the
sought
person.
after.
So even you, when they take you the other side, they say she's interested in me. Number one, what am I trying to say? As early as possible.
Yeah.
So that people can see things and tell you. You know, there's a thing about the maternal instinct that they can tell you. There's a thing about relatives.
Older people.
People have introduced people home and their family members have had history with them also. So they tell you quickly and say, that one, let me be honest with you.
They night dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
She went to night dance. I was thinking that guy had a fling with your cousin's sister.
I mean, something
Like that. That's where I had
I
gone.
thought that guy used to be a chick. Anyway, so I'm going to agree with Barbara. The minute we start talking exclusivity, we're trying to forge a future somewhere, I'm going to throw you everywhere. So that everyone who knows everything or can find anything about you will tell me. When we were younger, it was a thing of first hide your relationship because you need to be sure.
People's things.
Also, you need to be sure. You're like, I need to be sure, but you see, you're falling deeper.
Yeah.
You
in
right?
love.
And so by the time they tell you, this is the boy who was a thief for the other, you're like, you guys don't know him. At that point,
But
you
if
can't
you do it
listen.
earlier, then
You also, you
not-
have
you're
time,
not
you have
invested.
enough time, yes. You have enough time to be like, you know what, it's okay, we were just at the reception, so we're fine.
We're fine. But I've shared a story of an aunt of mine who got married to a gentleman who had lost 2 wives to HIV. But by the time she went to tell her family about the wedding and all, she was already pregnant. Yes.
and already infected.
Infected. And he hadn't said, but people knew. So when she came with him, they were like, the other one, we knew the other wife and the other wife. And
Why didn't you come and tell
Why
us?
didn't you tell us? Yeah, so I remember my mom saying after that story, it was so painful because she was really a nice cousin. I remember my mom saying, guys, don't hide your people. Come on, let's see.
Cutting out those of us who do men at a time. Do we bring all? No, we are just on the third date.
You're still on May the Best Man Win.
Me on the May the Best Man Win. Should we bring?
Showing interest and showing interest.
On Monday you bring Bob. On Tuesday you bring John. On Wednesday you bring Brian. On Thursday you bring Josh.
I feel like your family can be having time.
But also you have time.
You really have a lot of time.
Auntie,
even your family.
You're on the third date. You're doing as early as possible, and this one is interested.
Okay, my thought process.
That's right.
Laugh all you want, typical Cinderella mindset. I really can't introduce somebody to my parents, to anybody I hold dear, if I know you're just the third date. I don't know, we are walking in the park. You have not yet earned that place for me to be introducing you to my parents. The reverence I have with my parents or people who have raised me, you know not to waste their time. You just know not. It's okay to invite you to a family function, come around, meet my cousins, meet my brothers, my friends, let's go out together, catch up with us on dinner. That we can do, so that my friends kind of get to know you, they know who I'm with, they know I am with you. But anything to my parents, you have to earn that place. So in most cases, that would happen because now I see you're getting serious with this. Because I also didn't know how to date more for jokes. By the time I'm giving you my time, it's because I like you.
I know my gown size.
Yeah. I grew up with boys, so I used to make friends with male species very easily. And I'd be completely comfortable, by the way, to the point of even choosing their girlfriend. That girl likes you. I was that kind of friend. So by the time I would be giving a man time, it's because I like you like that. Hey, so my friends will know then they're dissing me about it. Your time, your heart is all getting mushy. But until I see that this man is really serious. For example, you know, so you tell people this is my wife or my girlfriend, or then now I know, okay, this is getting too serious. Then you have earned the right for you to meet my parents. Otherwise, you're just my buddy.
Me teacher.
You teacher.
No, you look this side.
I look there. I don't want. She's not the teacher.
No,
she's the teacher.
I want this teacher because she's a Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Because let me give you a story. Some girl was Sharon.
Cinderella.
And so the friends knew what everyone knew. So at the point when she came to the parents were like, but this boy. Guys, like, they got serious, got married. Even the friends were like, we thought you knew.
That what?
I think he was a thief. And he had mob date.
She had mob.
Like,
She had
by the time you guys
friends.
were chilling like that. No. By the way, they were legit. Like the way you guys were, we thought you had talked about everything.
Of whom you're a thief and I'm okay with you.
But do we
No.
discuss?
People. Barbara.
But even
If someone is your friend.
Marriage, we know you've cleared the...
no, but
I know you're a thief.
no, but also if I was not going to tell you about being a thief, for example, auntie, you girls, be careful with those men who pick up calls and they walk away. Many times they are not cheating. Many times people, you want to be there for that. You be listening, not just only for girl conversation. You hear if he's saying, next week, Nkoliko. What do you mean?
What the person on the other side is saying, together, kusiba.
Listen.
But do you think some girls have got overly invested in
Such problems of a boyfriend, and then you start to be his wife, but you're just his girlfriend.
Aneta, that was your warning.
No.
For you to stay, for you to walk away. To at least pull yourself.
But do you know that when you are invested in a relationship, the more problems you know,
you want to
kind of solve. Oh my God, he's in a crisis. You go in crisis mode.
I think when you're younger, complex,
which is common when people are in love. Many women especially, when they are in the butterfly phase.
But you think about
Mokwano, I am not about your problems when you're my boyfriend. Your problems are not my problems. The best I can do is pray for you, be your friend, but by the time you are showing up in my life, you're ready to be a husband.
refused.
I have refused. Don't carry that boy's problem. You will die in your life.
No. I don't think you should pay. I don't think you should do wife duties on girlfriend price. It's not fair. No, please, it's a trap. But that said, for me, I believe that like this whole friends, family, relatives, because it's quite general, yeah. And I kind of feel like we actually feel the same way. They're friends, you kind of do it immediately, and you let them know. I remember there was once a host, a guest that we had here who drew for us our circle of influence.
Yes.
Yeah?
Dr. Daniel.
Yes, Dr. Daniel. Within your first year, at least let your first, like the outer circle of influence, your friends know about, and then you just keep moving in closer. Your brothers, your sisters, then just move in closer until you reach your parents. I truly believe that for me, where I stand, if your parents are to know about this person, let them know them as a general thing there.
I like
that is available. That he's there. He exists.
Even
and
start to suggest
and they start to, even when they're asking questions, it's also a good time to say, actually, I have there my someone. They're like, hey, bring him. My someone. Hey, bring him. So that then they've invited the conversation. And for many of us, actually, parents ask.
Yes.
But people keep quiet. So if they ask, bring them in. But for me, my thing is start with the outer people. Before you reach inside people, I've seen certain relationships where mothers are looking for the old girlfriend. That they've brought a new one because they broke up with the old girlfriend. Because the mom is like, Manuela, Josephine, Josephine, what does Josephine?
I don't like her.
Then they see Manuela on videos. Skachi told about Manuela. Kale wandi badenga, that one is your wife. Na ye Josephine Pozi.
What I wonder why Manuela was dancing on TikTok.
Anyone.
Okay, theory is great. When you know the best time to have introduced your partner. When did you introduce yours?
So I was going to say, if we make it casual, then you don't have to overthink it. There's a baptism at home, and then he comes to attend. I remember my sister Carol had a birthday party for her daughter. She invited me. I went with Humphrey. So my mom was there, my siblings are there, my nephews, my cousin. So that's when he comes in, and then you're like, by the way, But at that point, if someone has information, they pull you in a corner and say, first street. The other thief is the one you've brought here. Yeah. So you see, when you start to think about it, as I tell my parents to cook lunch on Sunday, then we wear our Sunday best clothes, then I bring him. You're making it too serious, and then that's when you think of bringing him 2 weeks to the kuchala. Then they say you're related. Yeah. But if it's something like Sharon said, find a way to squeeze him in a family lunch, family dinner, something, a baptism, a wedding, a kwanjula, something where your family is going to be, and then you'll introduce him. At that point, if someone has something,
they will tell you.
Yeah. When did you introduce?
I was listening to her. The first person, for me, my mom would know, like from the onset, because I don't take people home. No. But I remember the first one I got sick. I had an operation. So whilst I was out, he came running with flowers. So my mom waited for me to wake up. She's like, anyway, your friends have been here.
And they would say it with pride, right?
I was like, it's good you've met each other. So yeah.
It's the one.
But for my husband, I don't think we had that awkward moment. It was so serious. Like, siblings know each other, and my family, my mom is like our sister. So if the sisters know, please, you might as well come clean because she's going to know. So you just be like, that's the guy who is doing it. Okay. Then we start gossiping about you. Then after, we shall see
how this ends.
Investigations begin.
For me, the trick that we always use, I don't know whether my brothers use it, but what I've always done is, because you're spending a lot of time with that person, when they're asking things like, oh, how was your day? How was your week? So I was there with my friends. Brian, Joel, Sarah. Then you've introduced the name. Then next week, we had a good. We had a camp in the camp. There was Brian.
So she's here.
And then she's here.
The name.
Once we start with the name. Okay, for me, I would always start with the name. Then, hey, Bernard, you've come home. Yeah, we were with those of Brian. So Brian brought me home. Hey, but we came with Sissy and Sharon. Hey, okay, got it. Hey, it's my birthday. I'm going to go out with Brian. The name becomes too common. But even for Brian, the time he met them, it was official. My mom would see him dropping me. Well, good night, Brian. There she goes. She's quiet. She's hearing his name, but as far as she's concerned, she doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
But also it didn't help that for me. I was those ones who any man could drop me. Even Bosco would drop me. Who have you come with? Or I came with
Bosco.
Oh, okay. I think he dropped me, but she has kept hearing that name, Brian.
Repetitively.
So it was until Brian became very. When I say serious, it looked like we were going now somewhere. Please note that I already knew we were going to get married. It was just a matter of when. So when the when came, I had to go sit down with my mom and tell her, Mommy, Brian wants to get married to me. She's like, hey, tell him I want to meet him. I called Brian, Mommy wants to meet you. The one she has been seeing dropping me. All of a sudden, it's like, I want to meet him. You know, when they went to meet, my mom clobbered me someone. Why do you love my daughter? Why have all women in the world? Then when he gave his reason, she's like, but also that girl has it, even that one has it.
There was really nothing unique.
What is it that you want from my daughter? If you don't have it, no. So it's like, Then Anna wasn't a part of that meeting. Then after I come out of that meeting, and it was with an auntie of mine, my mom's like, that one, he didn't know why he's marrying you. I went to Brian and said, you don't know why you're marrying me. No, if you don't know, it's okay. I gave her my reasons that she thought they were common. No, of course they are common. You don't know what. I love God. Of course, everyone, you can. All of us broke up.
Wow.
Yeah. I told him, no. If you have no stronger reasons, I'm out.
Jesus.
Those
games are not escalated too soon. those are very unhealthy games.
But here we are, 13 years later, happily married. And my mom, happy we are married. But he keeps saying, Manuela, whenever we have a fight, I remember the final reasons I gave your mom. I don't have them. My mom has
came
never
back
told
and
them.
gave reasons.
Yes.
Wow.
My mom has never told me. He has never told them. Between the two of them,
they helped them.
She said, Cadia, you can get married.
Cinderella.
That's a moment where you appreciate that people have their mothers, because that was very intense.
Yeah.
Sharon, like I earlier mentioned, the moment you were overly in my circles, people know. When I give you time, it's because I like you. And those who know me will they can already tell. Sharon likes this guy. I have seen him too many times. So that's how they got to know him. Like, those are my cousins, my friends, and all. Now, for my parents, Nelson would always call. He's a very good communicator. He would always check on me. Are you okay? Now, the frequent calls became like a joke in the house. Then or at night, so
Yeah,
because we
you
had
sleep
like
in
the
the
girls'
field.
room, so being like big sis, you're like many in the room. Then at night you're like on phone.
In free call.
So it was
Zone. Wow.
And I was working with MTN then, so there were even like freer calls. So it was
freer, wow.
It was. We were always communicating. If I was not out with him, we are on phone talking. I don't know about what. So it became a joke in the house. And of course, again, they would keep hearing the name. So by the time they met, you're like, hey, this is the one.
They call her.
Yes, and we are such a loud family. And so he comes around again. I don't remember what function it was at home. So they said, invite your friends. He's the only one I invited. There were no girls. So I'm like, my friends, he's the only one I invited. And then he came with one of his friends. And we were as loud as we could. We were so ourselves. Now, I remember my auntie commenting, he's a very calm gentleman. And that's a very good environment for you. Those were her words. They said, hey, but you're very young. As in the both of you are very young. And it didn't make sense then, but I understood what she meant. That was the first guy they had met. And we were both young, but I think it was just the way we were around. We were like overly around one another. So she just thought we were all being very childish. Later, I understood what she meant. So he just remained like that. I didn't introduce him, nothing. He just remained like that consistent friend that remains around, drops you home. They didn't come in the house, but he drops you home. So yeah, that's how they got to meet him. Yes.
But
They
now
don't
that
have the zones.
You're with your partner and you're introducing them. Some of the things that you might need to share is about the relatives and friends that they are going to meet. That you're like, you see that husky there? Go slowly. Let's not say so much. When they say, when she comes,
Don't tell her where you work even.
Don't say even where you work. How much should you tell your partner about your relatives and friends?
I think just enough that is necessary.
What how do you know it's necessary?
And Kakati, if for instance you have to protect that person from a certain relative who begs all the time, that's the information you give them. And that one is going to come with a sob story. You give them after 1 month another sob story. So protect yourself. That's necessary information.
Okay.
But if then also you need to protect a bit of your family reputation also.
Yeah.
When they come, they can get all the information when they're already.
They can fall in it.
But it's too late. Oh, yeah.
I know, right?
They can get all the information.
Yeah.
But then you can't imagine you give them information. It's serious. It looks like it's serious. It's going to end somewhere. It doesn't. Then you get another person. It's also serious. So, like,
All your family
people
is secret.
the night dancers in your family know that adulterous
Exactly.
people know the drunkards.
Yeah.
No,
Don't overshare.
yeah, I think give enough information just to protect that person. Yeah. Those things of gossiping on the phone with your legs in the air, then you say,
And then you talk about family members.
Auntie of the bank. I told you, I don't know what she has had 4 husbands, 6 children.
Exactly. That information is not important.
It's not important. Give important information. Process by
Process.
I'm so stressed.
Yeah, you need to be stressed. It's very important to be
So
stressed.
you're like, no, don't talk because you can be there under because. Isn't that Sharon's aunt?
They told me that
I survived.
Exactly.
That's its family. You see, they've arrested the aunt.
I think when it comes to family dynamics, I could both agree and disagree. Because for some families, you really need to just say everything, because the first day he's going to meet them, they're going to outdo themselves. So you might as well tell him, one, I don't want you to pass out. First, we're used to this movie. So brace yourself. Then they know. That's why I said depends on the family dynamics. Other families, you are very good at covering up your dirty laundry.
So cover it.
Yeah, cover it up. If it happens to fall in it, you'll be like,
Oops.
oops, yeah.
like,
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised with him.
are you serious?
That's cheap.
That's why you're a thug.
Because Barbara is not as quiet as
Yeah.
she makes it look. You see that nonsense she's doing.
Boy.
So get shocked.
They said what?
Yeah, that's your auntie.
They're there collecting medicine for the person. Let's say they are cocoa.
By the way, guys, when it comes to family dynamics, that's one of the easiest litmus papers to see a solid guy.
If he stays.
If they stay, if they start to label you because of what they have found, it is the quickest way of knowing you're dealing with a solid guy or a capelli, as my friends call them. That's how you tell.
You tell the story of your auntie who's cuckoos. Then one time you have an argument and they're like, even
you know you're dealing with a shallow guy.
That one of one small fight and you.
Once everything is out.
Everything is out there. So that means you're dealing with somebody that is
not stable.
Is not solid. And then also, family has a legacy thing to it. That even when you come together, you're building something. So that foundations, where you're coming from matters. It's good to have certain information. But question is, you're marrying my family or it's me? And I know we like to say, oh, when the two meet, then our families become one. No, you are building something, the two of you. It's just that you are coming with past experiences that have shaped you, that people you hold dear, that is what's important to you. What do you think is not? That's all you're coming with. And when people meet your family, they're able to see things like that. Like a guy or a chick will meet your family and no, this is not a family that plays with marriage. This is not a family that plays with conversations. It's a family that apologizes to one another. Because guess what? You're dating a guy, they see you have conflicts with your siblings. How are they being resolved? That's the kind of information you share, not gossip. For me, I believe gossip is helping nobody. It's good to fall in it together. It's like how you have a guest at your home, and it's your responsibility because they are your guests. You keep checking. Are you okay? Are you okay? Should I get you another glass of juice? Same thing. So you go through that entire relationship and the journey of them meeting your friends like that, or your family like that. I saw you talking to mommy. Are we good? Did anything make you uncomfortable? Share. But when you start preempting, now when you go, turn right, turn left, they will go. When the other auntie comes, you don't know. Leave them.
Then you don't know English.
No.
Exactly.
There's some gossip that is good. First, the auntie would like want to laugh. No, we would be telling him. All of us knew that she would not even hide it. Like after everyone has served juice, she's going to grab the jug.
And what?
And you go with it.
That's nice.
And you're like, jug. What do you mean?
It's nice when you mirror home, comfortable. That's funny.
I'm telling you. First, that's a gossip that would be having.
There are things that are scandalous. There are things that are scandalous.
Those are the ones.
Now, Barbara said that's the example of money. Yeah? Me, I was raised by very many people. There are some people who you know it's important to be given to. Of like they beg, what they are going to be dramatic. But there is a certain importance for them to meet you the first time and you're generous.
Oh, because it's a value.
It's a value of them. And I have an auntie or an uncle who sees you and they're just thinking, my next paycheck is coming from there.
Oh, wow.
I know you hold it dear. So you deal with it quickly and then they calm down or they relax. So also at times blocking that is also not necessary. Let the man swell and be, unless you know he didn't have it or they are overdoing it, it can be managed. But sometimes that's the only way they will be received in honor. Me, I like to walk around with solid people because
for me, my principle has always been I share as much as you do.
You make the person where they are.
You've told me so much about your relatives. I'll possibly
You'll
tell you
open up.
more about my relatives. But if I see you keeping them, also may I keep. I'm those people who and that thing disturbs me a lot, and I think it's because I was raised like that, where everything must be really fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I sharing so much and
When
being
you're
quiet?
not.
Why are you asking me to, like when you ask me a question, oh, tell me about your dad, where does he work? And I'll tell you.
And yours?
No, you can't leave me there.
Hanging.
No.
Ways.
I like that. Let's meet each other.
Halfway. And for me, you're the leader. As the man. So you're the one who will guide how much information
we are going to share.
We are going to share. So if you're going to ask, because I remember one of the things that Brian would tell me is that, do you know that I knew your family before I knew you? And then he would say, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one. I'm like, how much?
You know too much information.
That's a bit much. How do you know everybody that? I'm like, oh my God. So I found that it was important, one, to be able to know that let's do this kind of like equally. I'm also those kinds of people. If I met your dad, I feel like the banja. to introduce you to my dad.
Yes.
Have I met your mom? I feel that. Have I met your best friend? I feel you lead me, like literally. You lead me and you guide. You're the one who guides where exactly
we are
this
going.
relationship.
I like
goes. Yeah,
that.
that's how for me
Yeah.
it has always been. But what the shocker for me was he knew more about my family than I did. Even if I went with my equal, he would tell me, "Go, your brother. I found him. We're there together." But from what I know about my brother, but
How did that go?
But it's just like, I like why even if you give just enough information.
Enough.
Your relatives, things they'll show themselves. The stories
come
will
out.
answer.
And
Go for a
then-
party and some random cousin sits next to you.
Yeah.
You know the other cousin, the sister of the other one. Their fathers are different, but then their father also is the father of the other one. Give your relative, please. They will give him that.
they'll
They'll
give themselves.
I think that sometimes if it's a lot of information, you could overwhelm him and they just...
Then he's not solid.
He's also not.
No. Listen, you
Hey.
pick the information. You give you imagine if you met me today and I start. So, we are 20 children. Then my mama, and then the other auntie was a night dancer. Now, meanwhile, this one has got feet.
Yeah.
What? You
Now
can't do
that's too much.
that.
That's too
what
much
I'm saying.
information. Yeah, yeah.
I just got
You
a
guys
video
like-
I real sorry.
Too much information.
So suddenly it's like, oh, why?
That's the trouble.
Okay, at least give him in peace.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just start with 20
No, no,
children and
Kambola.
when he's just recovering.
But where are you even? Like, you don't want to talk about butterfly thing of your
That's
kids.
it. You're going to meet each other. You're going to meet the relatives. What are some of the things that you should put, or did you put in consideration? Going to meet his relatives, his family, his friends. What are some of the things like dress code, etiquette? Like, what were the things you were thinking about in your mind as you went to him or to them?
To them.
I always envisioned meeting my in-laws and, being at my best and what, but it was always a visionary thing.
It didn't happen.
I had a rude awakening. I had met his siblings at like casual engagements. His parents, on the other hand, I met them in the most unrudimental way. We were supposed to be going to the beach, but we were passing by the brother's school. He was in junior school. So I said, hey, but aren't your parents there? Then he goes like, they've already gone. This guy's come, eat food and go. They are not there.
She left me at beach by the way. I'm wondering what
I was
she's
going,
wearing.
oh my God, just know I was not appropriately dressed. And like I said, I was with somebody I love. We're going to the beach. So I was like in some
like an outfit.
So I was in like some casual skirt. No. Bambi, no, we are modest girls, please. Come back.
You are not wearing the swimming costume?
I just swimming costume in the car. We need to
No,
get
I
to
still
the
go
pool.
to the beach, yeah.
Exactly. It was inside. I know, right?
Swimming pool.
But even you don't?
No, we don't.
Why you can reach it has burnt you even the heat. Wait, it. What kind of swimming costume is that? Unless that's a dress.
In this Kampala weather.
Now, if it is just here and here, use maybe it's denim.
Mine is a two-piece even.
I had it in the bag.
So you go and change from the changing rooms. Yeah, you can't change in the change. Now your bobs there, but children, people of the
Side.
beach.
We were
If it's a swimming pool,
Okay,
yes.
let's go back on Sharon. You tell us.
At the beach, there were those outfits we used to wear. Like, it's not your swimming costume, but they are a bit revealing. So I remember it had like ropes here around the bra area.
High five, madam.
Oh my gosh. And a short skirt. But I had a jacket, just in case it gets like cold later or what. But of course, you're not wearing it. So I enter the car, we go. We are passing by the brother's school. Oh my God, you people. We parked at Bodo Junior School. And that place had like very large trees. And then I saw the family like under the tree with a widespread menu, food. It's like as if they were even still eating. I said, my God. I said, honey, why did you pray? Oh, it's okay. My parents are Kawa. I'm like, you don't say. What do you mean they are Kawa? I'm in a short skirt. So my plan that was to impress boyfriend and have a blast, now the game plan had to change. And then you can't stay in the car because they've seen you. You look rude. Then you're a muchiga. They are cholis. So already in your mind, you think they're going to say I'm rude, I'm not hospitable, everything. So my entire rule book just fell poured right there, and I had to just say, you know what? You know that song of Come As You Are?
Take me as I am.
Come as you are. So I went, her mom was seated down, I knelt and said hello to her. And then my husband's mom used to greet like this. Then she would hold your hand with 2 hands. It's like she's mind reading you. So uncomfortable because I was judging myself already, like short skirt, boobs out. Oh my God, the jacket. Of course, I put on the jacket and I tried to hold. So with her, I kept, this was me. So the jacket holds. I said hello to her, hello to everyone. Got up. Now the process of kneeling and getting up when you're in a short skirt is also not funny. But I tried anyway. Then I went to greet the dad. He was seated on a nice stool reading his papers. And rest his soul, he was such a charmer. He was a very funny guy. So he holds, you know, he pulls out his hand and said, hey, you're Nelson's friend. Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. Now I'm like, heard a lot about me? They've been talking about me? Now, that also now made me freak out. So, handshake. Then he shakes my hand.
The jacket.
The jacket went out. Then he laughed. He said, how are you? Hey, you are going to the beach. They told us you're going to the beach. Now, that's when it dawned on me. This was a real setup, I swear. Like, why would he do? He already knew that the parents would be there.
Yeah.
And
He wanted them to meet me, I think, in like the most
As you are.
random, as in, let me tantalize you from what.
But that's the thing about men.
Why?
That day they want to introduce you, it's there and then now. They don't think about your dress code. They don't think about your you get it's like they want to do it right now. So he called, he's like, where are you guys? I can't come. I'm going to the beach. I'm with Sharon, but let's come and say hi.
Oh my God.
In his mind, he wants to introduce you. He has forgotten your address.
But he's not thinking like a woman. Because if he was, then he'd say, "Good, have a random lesson, or have another dress, then we'll change again." But that's
According
how
to him,
women
the
think,
outfit
not
was
men.
okay.
For him, the
No.
outfit was
My
okay.
husband is not the type. I think he's the type who wants you to dress decently, for example. So I kept wondering, why would he let me? I've never got that answer, but just know I was traumatized. Laughed, but it was such a great conversation. Then he tells me how he knows Kabale, how he has worked there. So he really made me very comfortable. And the mom was so warm. Then we see them, oh yeah, and then we leave. But the whole ride to the beach in the car was like, honey, what did you just do? They're going to say you're
right to the beach. How about you're walking? I think that they're looking at you.
auntie there. They are real new.
Let's not reach the beach. Let's first walking.
So yeah, like it was just walking away from there, and we are getting into the car. The entire ride to the beach, I was just feeling how, my God, I think I've messed this whole meet up. But I could tell that he really had good parents. It also allowed me to see the depth of them, that I was dressed inappropriately, but they didn't shun me. I still sat and ate a meal with them. I still said hello to that dad. Like, he didn't throw like a liner of what's with the skirt. Like, nobody commented on my outfit. So I also felt that they're good people, because I've seen those who are worse. Like my aunties, for example, they don't need an audience to tell you, be like, wow, but change, go dress up. Like, they would tell you bluntly like that. So it allowed me to also see that there's something about his parents. But then also, I really had to make another first impression, because I could also tell that they remained thinking, hey, this girl, she's young, and she come to eat the guy's money. So I could see that also lingered for a while. They still had to experience me in another way. I look like some girl who was like, together. And yet that was nothing like me, but that first impression, that's what it made. So up to today, I don't know why he did it, but yeah, here we are. Mother of four.
She looks. That's what I was making. They could have been like, she's
So fertile.
Don't do it. No.
Good. Like, let's take her. That one will work anyway.
I don't know. It must have been worried for their son.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How did you guys?
For me, I'm properly raised in a Muganda home. What? I knew I was going to meet the mom. I was such a tomboy, so I remember I had an operation. sometimes, so that's when I had an opportunity to own dresses. So I said, I have a long dress. Then I got, but you know that the long dresses, you remember those halter neck things?
Yes.
So I'd have like my strings, just so floral. I was like, Banang, this is the dress I have. We are coming through. I went there, met her. But being Bachiga, there's a certain way they view Baganda. So I was like, I think I found already a good impression of me before I showed up.
Yeah.
So I was like, also their son had not dated anybody since his ex for I think like 4 years or something. So they were like, we need to see this girl, if anything. So I showed up in my sandals, and the dress was like, this thing better be short, Kubanga. I don't like dresses. I just sat there like
a good girl. Wow.
Yeah, the whole time. Give her. I was like, you're pampering me. I ate. And she didn't want to bug me with so many questions. She was like, are you okay? I said, I'm fine. Where'd you leave?
You can smile how you get
their sisters were all there. I was like, man, they have to remember this day when I am not like this. If they landed on me in maybe cargo pants and t-shirts.
Yeah. Has potential to be a woman.
No, they won't know that. They might think that I'm dressed for work or something. I mean, remember I used to work on radio. So like, yeah, so I said the first impression stays. So let me make it count, even though I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just everyone was looking at me. They were like, Ebanangi, the girl that our brother has brought.
Who is very disciplined. Echimolicha Rose.
It was like that. To see her. Yeah, you just know me as so sweet. I don't know her story, but yeah. Mine was really.
The first time I met Brian's mom, she was in hospital.
Wow.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was also her birthday. It was her birthday. She was in hospital, and by then I just met Brian, and then he told me it's his mom's birthday, but then also she's in hospital. So I'm like, but have you got her presents? Like, what are you doing? So I introduced myself. I'm like, I'm coming to the hospital with your present for your mother. Yeah. It's me who advises people don't do wife duty.
That's what I was going to say on girlfriend mode.
Me and past even big. I was already a daughter.
She was already a daughter. I'm my mother.
Yeah.
Hey, have you got her something? So anyway, that's how I met her. And immediately I met her. She's such a warm lady. She's warm and she's very talkative. Like now, Brian, a female version. That's what his mom is. And she said, Bananga, ngondethe umuzungu. What's your name? Say Manuela. What? And then she's those moms who know parents,
Yeah.
You know those ones who keep track. Hey, oh, Gaba, Pachuto Wagud. Hey, oh, Manyenti. So, and interestingly, she also lived in Makere, so she knew my parents early. So the conversation she started to tell me about my own relatives. Same way that son had been telling me about his relatives. But she absolutely, and I, Baddie, the people who come to visit her, hey, oh no, you Muzungu.
No, mommy had to send you
Now my Uganda was like so horrible at that time. But please note, we've just met. We've not educated.
You're already
hello. That's how they're talking about me.
You're there.
Were you clicking?
Of course, you can click and you can see that they are, that they're jazzing about you and whatever. Then she didn't see me again.
Is that when you broke up?
That's when we broke up. Because I met her immediately. I met her immediately. I met her immediately. Brian and I had met maybe like 2 weeks later, I met his mom. Then she never heard about me again for like 3 years. Then I came back. But in her mind, we were dating.
All those
That
3 years.
Oh. Yeah. So for her, she never ever knew
Your drama.
anybody, whoever Brian brought up.
Omuzungu aliwa.
Yeah. And even when I met the rest of his relatives, she had already sent a message. Brian aleta muzungu we. Muzungu aja. So when I reached there, everybody in his family called me Muzungu. To date,
I think we have found a nickname for you.
Mama boy,
Muzungu.
Muzungu.
Even in my phone.
And now when you're introducing yourself, you better say Muzungu.
Muzungu.
I have Muzungu here today, so call me Muzungu.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
One of Humphrey's brother had an event at his home. Prayers and what, a fundraiser. He's like, hey, let's go. I was wise enough to wear a kaftan. I asked him, will your parents be there? No, I think his birthdays, because they're going to fundraise and what. We'll go to church, then he's home. But I was still wise enough. I even didn't have, I had to have it tailored. Now while we were having lunch, someone says, babe, that's my dad. I'm like, hey, okay.
Had he been there all that time, or he came in later?
He had been there.
Wow. Meaning he was watching.
Then he says, that's my dad. I'm like, hey, okay. So we're eating, and after eating, he says, hey, daddy. This is my friend. So immediately I put my plate. I have to go down on the knees. Because I was like, they was he expecting me to wave? You know, eh? Yeah, so I went, hello, how are you? He didn't ask many questions. It was nice of you to join us. And that was it.
But that Kakodio is good. Weddings, what?
Yeah, it's
Small
very
gatherings.
informal.
Informal, but it's...
And you also see the realness of people.
Oh, yes, and you're dressed nicely. You're looking good.
But
And
from
Depends
that
what
time
you
on,
define as nice.
From that time on, I knew better. Every time I was with him and we're going somewhere, I had like a kalesu in the car.
But you guys, I can tell you a story of Alesu.
You told us that story.
Mr. Mlondo had planned for me to wear a dress, open back. His mom was kept calling. Muliwa, mutusewa. When we reached, that's when she said, "Mbadde era yambadde Bobby." She dressed me in a kalesu and a jacket. And then she said, "Kati, kangende, then you come." So when she had left Brand, come here, remove that jacket, remove that jacket.
Enter as you are.
Enter as you are. I'm like, oh my God. I reached before her. She looks at me like, hey.
What David?
I reached to nail. I go. She pulls me. That's how I walked out. But I went almost naked. Oh, you Mr. Men will put you in trouble.
I always had a kalesu because you would be person and says, hey, let's first say hi to my parents. Very random, and his parents live like in Mukona in the town. So you're either going to Ginger, coming back, going and says, let's just say, and as he's saying it,
Then one.
That approval is very important. And it's not even just for you, it's also for your spouse. If it is you, if it is your family that is being introduced, like you've introduced your partner, for example, like myself, that I've introduced Nelson and then the family does not approve, it's important to find out why. And then when you know the whys and because they have got you a better guy and things like that, I call those flimsy excuses. And they usually burn out with time when people see that you're firm with the decision you wanted. However, it doesn't give you the permission to disobey, but you wait it out.
Yeah.
It's important to wait it out. If it's the other way that Nelson has introduced me to his family and they don't approve of me, now it's me. It's still very important to find out why And if the reasons are very important to the both of you, even more so to him, let it go. Even when it's like for, ignore them, don't mind them, don't play with things like that. It catches up with you eventually. And I have seen time make all flimsy excuses and funny things. It just fizzles out. For example, they'll think you're too much, then another brother brings a real too much. The real definition of too much, and then they all come and say, Sharon was even, bring Sharon back. Yeah. So there is something magical about time.
Yeah.
However, it can also, by the way, go south, depending on the connection the two of you have. Yeah. Are you willing to wait? There's that whole o'clock thing for girls. Me want to have children by 2030. So sometimes that time to you may not be possible, but don't play with that rejection. It has power. And because you're entering a relationship that is for a legacy, that disobedience never comes with a blessing. Yes.
I like to think that that parents know their children. So sometimes they're saying this is not the girl for you because they know their son. I've seen parents disapprove or family disapprove of a girl because they felt she was very strong. And I remember them telling the guy that strong women will break you if you're not strong. Now they knew their son, that he was not strong enough to hold fort with a woman like her. She was aggressive. She would go after what she wants. She was, a builder. She was what? That girl needs to find someone like her. Their son was not. So they said, that girl will break you.
And he will break her also.
And exactly. Yeah. Yes. So he listened. He was wise enough to listen, and he married somebody, a bit, calmer than her. So sometimes it's the other way around. They are protecting, but sometimes they're protecting you.
I wish he had just raised the bar a little and improved himself. Yeah. He would be a billionaire, but it's okay.
Yes. But actually be out of character. After
some time, you go back to
your default.
Back to your default. But also, I remember discussing that marriage is spiritual. Sometimes a woman has been sent into a family to achieve certain spiritual roles. I don't think you'll quickly be accepted. My advice is to go back to God and pray and say, we want to honor our parents, we want to get married. However, one set of parents or both set of parents are not approving. What do we do? Because if you miss that opportunity, then you get married somewhere else. You won't live a fulfilling life because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So sometimes acceptance will also take time. Yeah. They might reject you first time. But with time, they start to realize that, she's okay, by the way. She has no problem. That time she was in a short skirt, but okay, it was that day.
That one is... No, about this one, there's one that I know where when they had a family issue, the guy always helped.
Yes.
The guy they had rejected.
Yes, he's the one who
always bailed them out. This one has been arrested, he would be there too. She would.
Talking of that point.
Some families can be users. I've had families where boys even got the extent of paying dowry, and then the family still rejects them. Don't use our boys also like that. They can't give it back to you. Diana.
No, that's how the cow.
It comes on the Diana.
When Barbara was talking, I thought there's a saying in the Baganda tribe. They say "Erisoli omukulu." I realize that sometimes our parents actually can't give you the exact reason, but it's that my spirit has just failed to accept that person. So I would still think that you might go to your parent and they just think, "Oh, now you're questioning me." So maybe it's good to just wait, because maybe they're also trying to see if you are honorable, if you're obedient. Like maybe they said no because now is not a good time. Just hold on, you're just 20, calm down. So they're like, no, you first.
There's a beautiful couple I know that are together now. They are such an amazing couple, doing great things in ministry. They are really, really good together. But the beginning of their relationship, they struggled. Their family, the girl family didn't approve. To the point that it was very spiritual. The mom had like altars. This is of like, all my girls, come. Today we are praying for my daughter, praying against this marriage. She bought like her traditional outfits like 4 times. You know, you buy, it gets outdated. then you buy another one. But you know what they were doing during that time? They would be fasting and praying with her boyfriend, now husband. That day they embraced him.
And now another couple that was like that, thank God them they embraced. This particular couple, everyone that rejected the wedding died. Everyone that rejected the wedding died. In fact, there was a time I met him, I'm like, because for like 3 years they were struggling. Where have we reached? He's like, I know, we're now way to burial to the last person who was rejected.
But I told you guys,
after that, we'll get married.
I told you guys, when God has a plan, everybody that's against his plan becomes part of the road because God's plan must happen.
Yeah.
So as people are progressing, you just become part of the road and go with it. But that's it. Do you think sometimes parents project?
Absolutely.
I had a bad experience with the man from a certain tribe, and then my daughter brings the same man. I'm like,
Yeah. And that's why I think time is the best thing, because there might be, you see, my daughter is still in that same DNA, marrying a certain tribe, which I struggled with, and if she's of my DNA, she's probably going to also struggle. And so that projection, when it comes to parents, much as I never liked to agree with it, the scriptures are so clear about parents, and that's why time is your best ally, to wait it out
and pray.
Because I remember everybody had accepted my relationship with Brian. Everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean everybody. His side, my side, until my mom said no. And for me, I knew we were going to get married, but my mom is saying no. So in my mind, I'm like, God, go and talk to her. Okay, but also I was also breaking up with him because I was like, but why don't you know why you are marrying me? Why are your reasons generic? Don't you have something that is personalized
For me?
Like, which English am I going to use for this? But that said, I did let go of the relationship. And Brian respected the fact that my mom had not accepted. Until he had his reasons for him to now come forth and say, Kati, I have my reasons now. But it had taken time. Even in that season, it helped us check certain things that we didn't know we needed to check on. Like, okay, really, why do we love each other? Is it just because God said? Yeah. What other reasons do we have? So that then it made sense moving forward. In that now, to say that we wouldn't have listened to Mo was so respectful. Even Brian himself, he tells us, no, we have to listen. You have to listen to older people. There is a reason as to why they have said what they have said. So for us, we really took a break and said, my mama has refused. I just call it
I think it also gave Brian time to go and think and say, okay, what is it about Manuela that I want?
Yeah, exactly.
Now the mother overlikes him.
Yes. Yeah, I like what Brian has said. The truth is, if a man can't wait for you, or a woman can't wait for you, maybe you were not meant to be with each other. And yes, are those who are supposed to have been together ever lost that because of parents? Yes. But that's why time is your best ally. Tell us in the comment section if you know anybody who didn't get married because of parents and where they are right now. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this show with everybody that you know that is about to walk down the aisle. Until next time, we can't wait to see you.